On a cold, windy March evening, we went out to the Squamscott River to talk to a small group of souls braving the temps and wading into the brackish water to ask what they're doing. Biologist Matt Lee with New Hampshire Fish and Game's Marine Division waded out into the channel to check their fyke nets to see if they caught what they were looking for.
We sample at 3 tributaries of Great Bay. We do the Oyster River, Squamscott here, and the Winnacott River. So what we do is we set fyke nets out in the channel on 24-hour sets. We sample 3 days a week. We have one set day at the beginning of the week and then 3 sampling days. And essentially we are aiming to target rainbow smelt and intercept them in their migration upstream to spawn.
Rainbow smelt, an important species in ice fishing, are on the decline in New Hampshire and are listed as a species of concern by both state and federal agencies. New Hampshire Fish and Game and researchers at the University of New Hampshire are working together to understand more about the fish species and how our rivers and estuaries, such as the Great Bay, play a role in their survival.
Smelt are an anadromous fish that show up kind of earlier on than, like, say, the river herring that everybody's pretty familiar with. Have been conducting this survey since 2008. We have funding to be able to try to assess the population, use data that is comparable from year to year because of our standard sampling process, and basically just to try to get a handle on, what's the status of the species in the state.
In a New Hampshire Sea Grant article posted in 2022, Tim Briggs tells the stories of how locals in Exeter fish for smelt in the winter, continuing a centuries-long tradition. The importance of the resource culturally and environmentally is why UNH and New Hampshire Fish and Game are working to better understand smelt populations. One of the ways researchers are doing this is by inserting acoustic tags into the fish, which send out pings every few minutes to see where a specific fish is traveling during a season. Research is showing that these smelt may differ from other diadromous fish in that they don't necessarily return to the same river they spawned at. While Matt Lee and the group did not find any smelt that evening, they had been seeing a consistent 10 to 20 per sampling day just 2 weeks prior.
You tend to see the larger fish earlier on in the run, and then towards the end of it, as the water warms and spawning run is slowing down, you'll see a lot more smaller fish, which we're starting to see in some of the other rivers.
If you're interested in learning more about rainbow smelt, you can find information on the website of New Hampshire Fish and Game and read Tim Briggs' full story on smelt and other river run fish entitled Downriver and Out to Sea on the New Hampshire Sea Grant website, or find the links in the description of this video.